So you may remember a few episodes ago that I got accepted to a show, and my excitement and enthusiasm and joy at receiving that news. Well, this past week I was able to go to Portland and see the show at the Elizabeth Jones Art Center in the Pearl. And so I'm going to take you along on that journey with me. The first time I ever visited the Elizabeth Jones Art Center several years ago and saw the kind of art that they feature there that's very ecologically minded, that's got a strong emphasis on the natural world, I remember thinking to myself, wow, this is a place that I would really, really love to see my work someday. And so a friend of mine actually was the one who sent me their call for artists for this current show, which is called A Calling of Birds. I don't think I ever would have seen that call for artists if it had not been for her. And I applied not knowing that there were going to be something like 900 submissions to this show. And of course, when I was accepted, both of my pieces were accepted. I was thrilled and amazed. And now that I know that there were so many hundreds of submissions for this show, I feel even more honored than I did before. It was such a thrill to be walking into that gallery space and to see this incredible beauty and to see my work in this context of not only the space, but all of the amazing artists that were chosen to be part of this show, and to just walk through this, especially with friends. I had friends that met me there and that we got to go to the show together. So that was just an amazing experience. And now that I'm back home, I think back about how I created these two pieces. My work had been accepted for another show, a joint show, which just ended here in Corvallis. And I was feeling like I did not have enough pieces ready for the show in Corvallis. And so I started these two pieces. It's a pair of wren tits, and I did them on cream-colored paper, which I had done all of the previous works on white, but these were on cream-colored paper. And after I finished them, I realized they really did not fit with the series that I had already created. And so when I went to get framing done, I had these framed differently. I had them framed floating, raised on some foam core board, so that sets them up off of the mat that is behind them. And so they created this little pair of works that were really very different in the way that they were presented and in the way that they were executed in terms of the kind of paper I used. And so I held them out of the Corvallis show because they didn't fit. And instead I applied for this show at the Elizabeth Jones Art Gallery, and I'm just so grateful that they were accepted and that they are being seen now in this new space, and that I have a chance to maybe find a collector who will appreciate the kind of work that I've been doing. So it was a very validating and precious, and really having trouble finding the right words. It just felt really good. It really did.